shop.tcm.com or call 888-9-TCM-SHOP.
Hi, I'm Robert Osborne. Every Tuesday this month, our focus is on the way Jews have been portrayed on film through the years. And joining me to help introduce the films is an expert on the subject, a lecturer, a film educator, and an author whose latest book is called The American Jewish Story Through Cinema. Welcome back, Dr. Eric Goldman.
Nice to be here.
Nice to have you here. Now, the next film we're going to talk about has to do with Jewish immigrants from Russia. It's a 1975 film, Hester Street. Terrific movie starring Carol Kane, Stephen Keats, and Doris Roberts. Why this movie as part of the festival?
It represents a different time in America. The 1960s, Jews in America had begun to find themselves, to search for their roots, to go back. Before this, everyone wanted to be American. Now, all of a sudden, African Americans were putting forward the notion that they were African Americans. Italian Americans, Irish Americans, and Jews wanted to go back and look at where they came from.
What caused that, do you think?
I think it was the civil rights movement. I think it was a sense of identification, multiculturalism beginning in America, and identity. Where did I come from? Well, before this, be American. Forget the fact that your parents or grandparents speak a different language. Be American. Now, all of a sudden, hey, who am I? What is my makeup? And that's what Hester Street's all about.
And also those generations that moved from Europe to the United States for the reasons they did, they were kind of fading out, and it was their children and the children's children that were starting to ask these questions.
Yeah, I mean, they were the grandparents.
Right.
Many of them had passed on.
Right.
But, you know, that middle generation wanted no part of it. And suddenly now you're talking about a new generation of American-born kids who say, hey, Grandpa, Grandma, tell me. And it's what's happening in America in the 1960s.
Yeah, and this is a terrific film. And an independent film, kind of at a time before independent films really got the clout that they had later on. And also by a woman, Joan Micklin Silver, which was so rare to have a woman directing a film. And she certainly got it right.
She got it right. It's interesting because she was not a New York-born Jew. She actually came from Omaha. But she married a man whose father was one of the great rabbis of the middle part of the 20th century, Abba Hillel Silver.
That's easy for you to say. I wouldn't dare try to say it.
And his son, Raphael, worked with her in finding that funding. It was not easy. It was an independent film. The studios weren't ready to make this type of film. Too Jewish. But she felt strongly about it. She understood it. She was connected with that. And she just captures it beautifully.
Right. As does Carol Kane. Wonderful performance. She got an Oscar nomination for it. The wonderful Doris Roberts, who we all love through Everybody Loves Raymond, you know, is so good in it. Stephen Keats, all of them. So good. Now, how did the general public react to this film?
You know, it was a small film, but it clicked. It was special. It spoke to an audience that was searching, and it was well received. I
remember word of mouth was great.
Word of mouth was great, and for a film, I mean, to make several $1 million, independent film, very unusual for the time.
I'm so glad you picked it.
Thank you.
So let's have a look. Here it is, film with Carol Kane giving a performance that indeed earned her an Academy Award nomination as the Best Actress in 1975. Movie directed by Joan Micklin Silver. Here's Hester Street.